Kelly's got 2 of them. Able to avoid the sack, but nothing happening. Wow, what a physical play. Sam Franklin got cut down.
You know, there's some pretty good defensive fronts in this conference. As you see here, Jackson Arnold just trying to get rid of the ball. That's some pretty good ones, right? You think of Ole Miss, you think Georgia's pretty good, Texas really good. You know who leads the SEC in quarterback pressure percentage? LSU.
In 5.5 hours in the car today, come up with that?
No, I mean, that was just kind of surprising, right?
3rd and 16. Arnold trying to get out of the end zone. He does, and then took a shot from Weeks up the sideline, and that draws a flag. It'll be an automatic first down. They thought Arnold was out of bounds.
Yeah, a little mental mistake by Weeks there.
Hold on, you came here from Tuscaloosa today. Let's see if Weeks got him.
Yeah, he did.
After the play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, defense number 40. 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
You had SEC Nation at the Iron Bowl this morning, and then you didn't walk into this booth until 3 minutes before kick. What took you so long?
Yeah, you know, had a little driver change about halfway.
What is this, Le Mans? You tap out the driver to make it to...
Yeah, I wanted to explore Meridian, Mississippi a little bit more, so I took a break about midway.
That's good. We encourage safe driving. If you get tired, please pull over. Don't need any tryptophan slumbers out there. Arnold pressured again. They got a hand on him, but didn't bring him down. And Arnold showing up his legs and goes tumbling down at the 35 after another first down scramble.
Savion Jones working on Logan Howland again on that left side, getting pressure on Arnold. But once again, Arnold quick to use his feet and get vertical, as he's done a number of times tonight.
Well, what a play for Jackson Arnold, and so much promise to start the season. And after struggling in a couple of games, especially with turnovers, he was benched. Play action, able to get it out to Jacob Jordan. And now Oklahoma trying to finish the season on a high note. And there's no doubt that Alabama win. A lot of teams their first year in the league, whether it be Missouri finished with a losing record, Texas A&M and Arkansas both struggled when they first showed up to the SEC. Now, Missouri bounced back year 2, made it to Atlanta. But it's not uncommon to struggle.
Totally, especially when you come in a league like Oklahoma did, replacing their entire offensive line, all 5 starters gone. That's tough to come into the SEC, a line of scrimmage league. And
flag down. Arnold tried to fit it in, and Gamble tried to find it sharp because Major Burns was right there. LSU, I think, lined up off sides.
Offside, defense number 19, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So while in history teams have struggled going into Power 5,
make it a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, what a hit. Zion Alexander has been a one-man wrecking ball tonight for LSU.
Boy, that is the 2nd time Zion Alexander.
4th and 6.
This is where I expect, once again, LSU is probably going to spy Jackson Arnold. That's what I do. Whit Weeks did it last time on a crucial 3rd down.
Arnold flushed. Weeks chasing. Took him down. Ball came out, and LSU pounced on it on the sideline. Weeks had the sack and ended up with the football.
Oh, again, just another great call from Blake Baker, having his most athletic linebacker with eyes on Jackson Arnold, knowing that he's going to try to use his legs. Look at Weeks right here. He's going to have vision on Arnold the whole way. And watch the closing speed as Arnold escapes to his left. Whit Weeks is all over it and brings Arnold down.
It was a turnover on, would have been a turnover on downs anyway. The fumble went out of bounds, and that's where the spot is at the 28-yard line. Cole, what did you see down there?
I mean, watching it at field level from behind the Oklahoma offense, especially after Jordan mentioned it right before the snap, that was absolute coaching clinic tape on how to spy a mobile quarterback by Whit Weeks.
It was both Weeks and Keys, and you saw LSU adjust to those long quarterback runs that Arnold had up the gap on him. To the ground game, and Xavier Thomas taken down inbounds as Oklahoma's trying to strip it. Ball security has been an issue for Oklahoma all season, and it's what cost them directly the Missouri game and several others indirectly. They lead the country in fumbles lost, and it's their 7th consecutive game coughing one up.
And 12 of those, I believe, are Jackson Arnold. He's lost 6 of them. Sorry, 12 fumbles. He's lost 6 of them. So 6 of the 15 there. Credit to Arnold. He didn't lose that last one, but he struggled with ball security as well as he did on that one.
On 2nd and 4. Caden Durham. And that's going to be good for a first down for the freshman who played his high school ball at Duncanville in Texas, but he's an Oklahoma City native. He was a 4-star recruit. Number 8 running back in the country, and his parents, or at least his mom, actually is an Oklahoma grad. She ran track and field in Norman.
And he leads all SEC freshmen now with 691 yards on the season.
A couple of 100-yard games to his name. He's averaging nearly 8 yards a carry tonight. Durham sneaks through a tiny hole and picks up a couple more. So looking forward for LSU, they're looking at an 8-win season. Brian Kelly won 10 games respectively each of his first 2 years. And we mentioned the recruiting situation where they lost the number 1 quarterback in the country, now going to Michigan. That was an interesting conversation with Brian Kelly. But now leaning and looking forward towards next season. Another year for Garrett Nussmeier in this system. Man, he could put up some numbers, huh? And 2nd and 8. Pulls it back, fires late, and a hair behind C.J. Daniels.
Well, and Brian Nussmeier is a guy that's played a lot of football, been around a lot, but really still his first year as a starter. You can imagine just his ability to have another offseason to diagnose and critique himself, game film on yourself. That's one thing people don't understand is so important. You can watch somebody else on tape all you want. You don't digest it or understand it as well as you do when you're watching yourself and you're looking at the decisions you made and what you thought you saw and cross-referencing that with what you're seeing on tape. You grow so much from that. So I expect LSU to reload big time in the portal and the recruiting and put together a crazy good roster next year, and I expect Garrett Nussmeier to be one of the best in the country once again.
Don't see this very often. Lining up for the field goal, Brian Kelly called his holder, Peyton Todd over the sideline to talk with him. And this will be about how to manage the clock situation and use the timeout before the play clock expires.
LSU.
When he's right, he's as explosive as anybody.
And kind of the road less traveled in today's college football. Sitting, waiting, being okay, developing on the bench. I mean, this day and age, when you're as talented as Garrett Nussmeier, you try to go find another home if you're sitting behind a Heisman Trophy winner.
Number 20 is now number 98.
Garrett, being a coach's kid, I think understood that this would be the best scenario for him to sit, learn, wait for his opportunity. And really, in this day and age, all you need is 2 good years, maybe even 1, depending if you're looking to play at the next level. Garrett's going to have an opportunity to come back next year and build upon what was a great first-year starter campaign. Obviously not what they wanted from a team standpoint. College football playoffs was the goal, but a lot to be happy with, a lot to build off of for next year.
Sam Franklin out to the 20. We're excited about this game being a battle of blue bloods, and that leads us into the Aflac trivia question. First ever trip for Oklahoma here to Tiger Stadium, and 2 of the great programs in college football. There's the Duck since '99. Bob Stoops took over. Oklahoma has the second most wins in FBS college football. Who has the most?
Since 1999. Florida had a run in the early 2000s. Bama's had a run the last 15 years. Ohio
State's played deep into the postseason. LSU's had a couple of nice runs.
I'm going to say Bama.
Cole, you want to jump in?
I would have guessed Alabama if I had to guess one there.
Tom, what do you think?
I'm waiting for the reveal.
Oh, come on.
I guessed Alabama.
Boise would have been my next guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and sneaky one, right? Kellen Moore had a couple good years there.
2nd and 9.
It's going to be it's going to be off the wall. It's not going to be an obvious one. And Oklahoma. Oh, Boise. It was Boise State.
Wow. Congratulations.
Second place is the first loser.
Good job. We answered the athletic trivia question.
And Cole, for that, you get a cold hot dog that's sitting up here next to me.
Can't wait.
Oh, wait, I ate it.
They're down 7. And the play clock.
That's a 2-minute timeout.
The clock ticks us down to the 2-minute timeout. Franklin down the sideline. I imagine Kyle Field is rocking just a little bit. There's the longest play of the night for Oklahoma. It goes for 34 yards. Thanks to Franklin getting a touch. Because an Oklahoma team just kind of felt overwhelmed, late second quarter in this game, coming off the win against Alabama. How much do you think the Alabama game took out of them?
Well, I don't think they came down from it until maybe Monday night, Tuesday morning. So this turned into a short week, really, for Oklahoma preparing for this game. You had Thanksgiving to that, so your preparation time wasn't going to be near the same. You had 2 weeks to prepare for that Alabama game. A lot more practice time, meeting time, film time, and even though they didn't install a lot of new plays, a lot of new formations, a lot of new motions, shifts, personnel groupings, weren't able to do all that against LSU for this game. So they sold that Alabama game like it was their Super Bowl, and it worked out well. You just weren't going to have the same amount of time to prepare for this one like you did for that one.
2nd and 4. And that's a first down run. And is that a regular occurrence for football teams? You pour so much into one game that it's hard then to stay up for the next opponent.
Yeah, it's an emotional hangover. Like, I mean, your nervous system and your emotions are shot after a game like that in a really good way, right? But it's tough to refocus that, wash it, and get back to the grind the very next day, like Cole said, on a funky week for Thanksgiving. It's understandable they came out just a little bit flat here.
Arnold fakes to the flat. Goes down the sideline, and it is near.
A lot of game notes printed out.
Here's Jacob Jordan. Gets bottled up. We couldn't do our jobs without the fine sports information directors throughout all of